Hello, this is Rao Kashif. Assessment criteria of the IELTS speaking test. This is the topic under discussion. Question arises, what are the areas which are assessed for the IELTS speaking test? Most of the candidates, they do not know how to assess or how this speaking test is assessed. They have this perception that IELTS speaking test is basically the test of their pronunciation skills, grammar, or vocabulary. In fact, it is more than that. The areas which are assessed in the IELTS speaking test, in this session, I am going to explain one by one. Number one, fluency and coherence. Speaking is all about, or the number one objective, or the prime objective of speaking is to communicate. So the examiner assesses the ability to speak smoothly without longer pauses. This is number one. Number two, second area is as it says, fluency and coherence. Coherence is basically unity of the ideas, right? Where the candidate is able to unite the ideas together or not. So this is number one area which is assessed in the IELTS test. Number two, we are moving towards number two, lexical range. What do you mean by lexical range? Lexical range basically linked with your vocabulary. The examiner wants to see whether the candidate has got the variety of words. Like say for example, if you have used one word, next time try to use another word. If you use same word again and again, so obviously it will be at serious disadvantage for the candidate. So number one, the range of the vocabulary. Number two, the accuracy, whether he has accurately used the word in a particular context or not, and the ability to express ideas clearly, right? And third one is grammatical range and accuracy. Grammar, yes, it is one of the areas which is assessed in the IELTS test. So ability to use variety of structures, variety of grammatical structure correctly and effectively, right? So by variety of grammatical structure means like if you have used one structure, right, to communicate a certain idea, so try with a different structure, right? So it is also one of the areas which is assessed in the IELTS speaking test. And the last one is pronunciation. Pronunciation, yes, it is also a bit of concern for the candidates. And most of the candidates, they do not have sound proficiency in their proficiency or command in their pronunciation. Try to model, right, one particular accent. It could be RP, received pronunciation, American accent, or some other standard accent. Well, if you don't have it, you don't need to worry about it, right? You need to communicate clearly. It should be intelligible, right, to the examiner, right? You don't need to worry about it seriously if your pronunciation is not great. So these are some of the areas which are tested in the IELTS speaking test. And the last thing is how scoring is gauged. So it is from 0 to 9. Fortunately, in the IELTS test, the candidate is not awarded with 0. If you just appear in the test, you are awarded with 1. You don't speak, right? Not even a single sentence. And you just appear for the test. So they award you with band 1, right? And the maximum is 9. So this is how the candidate is assessed for the IELTS speaking test. Don't need to worry about if you struggle in one area. Say, for example, if your pronunciation is humble, so as all the areas are evaluated from 0 to 9, right? Like your grammar, your lexical range, your pronunciation, right? So, lexical range, so all these areas are evaluated from 0 to 9. So if you struggle in one area, so it means you will just suffer in one area. You can get overall, I mean your every band, right, could become better. I mean if you perform reasonably well in other areas. Thank you very much. Keep watching my video and please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much.